the ruling government says we have rescinded all the orders, the farmers can go back, their property will not be taken by Waqf. What's the need for protest now?
See, basically, Congress is a liars party that we are seeing from the last 1.5 years. They, came up with some promises in the manifesto, and now they're confusing people. At the same time, when the parliamentary committee chairman is here in Karnataka, what should be the priority of the chief minister or all his ministers? It should be to sit with him and discuss with the farmers what the problem is. It involves all community members. Discuss with them, take the issue inside them, and then discuss further how we can solve the problem of the people. Instead of that, they are trying to politicize and then put the blame on BJP. See, this issue, it is dividing our society. And one of the ministers of Siddaramaiah government, he's continuously going around, fanning this fire. Okay, and this is something which always is done by Congress, and this is what we are opposing. They should stop this nonsense. They should stop this division of community. Communities based on all these, confusions that they create. And that is why we will continue to protest. Unless and until Congress stops being like this, we will protest. And all their lies, okay, that we are revoking and all these lies, we are not going to take unless and until it shows up in the Revenue Department records.
Mr. Satyaprakash, you are questioning the very existence of the JPC. We know that the JPC exists to really look into the amendment to the Waqf Bill. Now, the JPC was set up. It was clearly set up as per the directives of the Constitution. What is the problem if the chairperson really visits the agitating farmers? I mean, the farmers have been agitating for a while now, and he's there to hear them as a party and as a party which feels that it has been aggrieved by the Waqf Board.
Sweta, Mr. Jagdambika Pal forgets that he is the chairman of the Joint Parliamentary Committee. Instead, he is feeling that he is the chairman of the Jagdambika Pal coterie of him and Tejasvi Surya. We need to understand what is the Joint Parliamentary Committee. Where are other members of the opposition? Where is this committee? Barring him and Tejasvi Surya, who belong to BJP. We also need to understand that Karnataka is being used as a fertile ground by Sangh, RSS and BJP for their socio-political experiments. Look at what they're doing with the social fabric of this Karnataka. They're using 3-letter words, 4-letter words, 5-letter words. They just use, CAA, hijab, halal, and now Waqf to bring about divisions within the society. Karnataka is a land of Baswanda, land of Kuvempu, where both Hindus and Muslims have lived together peacefully for thousands of years. And here, since people of Karnataka have rejected Modi, have rejected BJP by giving 136 seats to Siddaramaiah and Congress government, a secular government is in place. BJP and RSS is hell-bent in bringing disrepute to the people of Karnataka. And thereby they are doing this. Look
Gosh, these are your own
Vijayapura.
farmers. I mean, come to think of it, it's the farmers. These are your farmers who've been agitating, and they've been rightfully agitating because they believe that it's their land, the land that has been in their home, has been with them for years, and suddenly the Waqf Board says that this is not their property after all. So this is an issue that you've actually given to the opposition on a platter.
Sweta, we need to understand who are the first people to give notices to these farmers. It was Bombay government in 2019 to 2022, not we. And this is an extension. And 80% of all the land records were changed during BJP period. During Bombay's period. Only 10 to 15% is changed now. But we, by standing with the farmers, what Mr. Bombay couldn't do, Mr. Siddaramaiah has done. Now Siddaramaiah's government has thundered, saying that even though there are change of records, all the DC and the Tahsildar have been given strict instructions that these Waqf should be taken away. Wherever farmers' interest is there, farmers should be protected at all costs. It is Siddaramaiah government which has stood on behalf of the farmers. It was not BJP. Now, which government asked Waqf to digitalize all its properties? It was Modi's government which requested all state Waqfs to digitalize all its properties. And in tune with that, Karnataka Waqf Board has around 1,11,000 acres. Just around 40 to 42,000 acres only are in their possession. Another 60, 70,000 acres are encroachments. Now you tell me, shouldn't the Waqf minister act against these encroachments? You tell me. Let the BJP tell that it should not act against its own Prime Minister and Minister of Minority Affairs, who have asked the state Waqf to digitalize all these records and safeguard all the properties. You go and look into the amendments made in the Waqf 2024. They said all the properties of Waqf should be protected. What has Mr. Bommai has got? He has gone on record and the video is going around Karnataka. He says, Waqf land, ye Allah ka property hai, aap log isko, you need to protect it. So what wrong are we doing? We are giving notices to those Waqf properties which belong to the Waqf. By chance, in Vijayapura, what has happened? According to a gazette in 1974, one village has wrongly been included there. The chief minister, the district in charge minister, and the DC has said that those records will be taken off and all the farmers' land records which have Waqf will be removed. As simple as that. It is an error. And we have rectified it. But why has BJP not got the guts to rectify this error for the last 3-4 years that it was in governance from 2019 to 2023?
Okay.
Can BJP answer this question?
Okay, I'll let Mr. Gurumurthy answer that question. Mr. Gurumurthy, you heard what Satya Prakash had to say. I think two of his points which make a lot of sense, that the digitization really started when BJP was in power in Karnataka. So what's the problem now? It's only coming into fruition now. The digitization started with the Modi government. That is number one. Number two, wherever there has been a mistake in identifying as a private property to be a Waqf land, that order has now been rescinded by the present government. Your answer to those two very important points that have been brought in.
See,
yes.
Why were these errors done in the first place? And what action did they take on the officers who did these errors? See, imagine, Shweta, I and you also have homes, okay? We own something, some small properties that we own. And somebody comes to you and says your property doesn't belong to you on paper suddenly. What happens to those farmers? What is the trauma they went through in the last few months? And none of these ruling party members even cared for them. And when BJP started the issue, and when we started, connecting to the farmers, now they are also not cooperating with the the JPC chairman who is coming. Why? They have some ulterior motive. Congress always has some ulterior motives connected to any issue. Number one. Number two is, digitization of properties was done by BJP is true, and that is good for everybody, not just any Hindu or Muslim. Any Indian who owns a property, digitization helps, because lot of double entry system that Congress had introduced has been removed. There is only one entry, and if there is any change of property, change of hands, then it will be a legitimate change of hands of property. That's how BJP is treating the land records or any records in this country, including RBI related cleanup that was done during the Modi regime. So we are doing the right thing. Digitization is very good for this country with huge population and huge area. But Congress takes this word digitization and starts telling something negative. Okay, and also purposely through officers, they conduct mistakes, so that people are in confusion, people fight against each other. As Mr. Satya Prakash started off.
1 second, before you level that charge, do you have anything to back up that charge? Do you have anything to back up that Congress did that purposefully?
Yes, I will back you up. Right now, Satya Prakash told that there was some small mistake of including one village, and we just changed it. Is that, a small mistake? Including a village. A village has so many survey numbers. Including that into one as a small mistake. Do you think, Shweta, anybody is going to buy into such things? This is the same thing. Whatever Mr. Satya Prakash is saying, same thing his Chief Minister is telling, and all other people are telling. Okay, now let us say, in time, okay, some mistake had happened. What did they do about that mistake? Why are they not coming out with that? And why Siddaramaiah is just, going around the media and telling, okay, we are going to take it back. Why is he not coming out with a cabinet decision?